All right. Habari Gani. Imhotep Sankofa, the wild guy. The trying to awaken your third eye guy. The trying to give you new information or old information or different information that you may have never learned guy so that you can research and study so that you can grow and develop and you won't be stagnated. Hearing the same stuff over and over again, you don't get growth from doing that, Christians or anyone. You get growth by getting new information, new knowledge, or things that you haven't haven't learned from yourself. Honestly, most of you all need to forget what you've learned and learn what you haven't been taught or what you've forgotten. Okay, so I'm going to start off right here. I got a couple things I want to go over, especially with some of you brain dead people who don't question things. This was sent to me by a relative of mine. You can see Thursday. This was this year, Thursday, March 5th. Reads a lot, sees a lot of my postings and things like that. And a lot of relatives and a lot of family, you find out, especially when you become a content creator, they hide or they don't want to comment or they don't want to be seen by others that they may have a radical or liberated or independent thought. So they send you messages behind the scenes. I get a lot of them in my instant messages, stuff like that from people I know. They never comment on my pages, but they send me messages. So this is from a relative of mine, a few years older than me, and he sent me this. I get a lot of stuff you be saying, but you are chosen. That's why a lot of the stuff you post don't make sense to regular people. And I get exactly where you're coming from. And I understand the charge, and that's what's been allotted upon me. But I don't look at myself as being anyone that's greater than others. I'm just a seeker. And so you all need to be seekers. You need to question everything. You need to seek and ask questions and look for answers and then ask more questions, look for more answers and use logic and reason and then keep going over and over again. And that leads me to this. This is a post comment on Dr. Bishop Talbot Swan's page concerning the Carmelo Anthony verdict, and he talked about things that happened with white people, and then him being a bishop, of course, he brought in religion and how white Christian nationalism has affected the country and how black people get treated this and the third. So this is the one question I ask, because I just ask questions. I have one question. If the white man and the black man are praying to the same one God, because y'all say it's one God, then whose prayers are being answered by said God? Think before answering. And I got a litany of answers. You all can read it. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll post some for you to read. Start right here. You can go right here. I got to read this. It varies on a case-by-case basis. Their souls are the same color. Really? Then right here. This one here, her long answer. More of her answer. More of her answer. Got more responses here. More responses than my responses to them. More responses. More responses. More responses. So you can see, you guys are all over the place. Got a few people in there to use some logical answers. One lady said, that's a deep question. I never other answers like that. But you all are all over the place. You Christians, y'all all over the place. Here's my thesis again. There's my thesis right up there top. Put some of your answers in the comments. Let me see what you all think here on TikTok, huh? Because it's hot and heavy over there on Facebook with this one little question. Question everything, seekers. Question everything. What?